You guys, the last two vlogs are about mga loan apps na hindi naman masyado kagandahan yung offer. Kaya in today's video, pag-usapan natin isang loan app na legit. Hindi po 7 days kasi 30 days to pay. Do not worry guys kasi hindi to 15% yung monthly. Magugustuhan nyo yung loan app na to kasi yung nagpo-provide ng service registered and monitored by Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Kaya for today's video, pag-usapan natin si Maya Credit. Legit na legit guys. Just recently may pa-increase. So from 11,000 naging 14,500 yung aking credit limit. Stick around because meron akong i-share ng mga tips sa inyo. Keep watching. Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. It's Ate Red here and I am excited because legit po yung loan app na pag-uusapan natin. But please take note guys na hindi po sponsored yung video na to. And I just want to talk about Maya Credit because it's been a year na since nagkaroon ako ng Maya Credit and from 7,000, naging 11, naging 14,500. So, paano magkaroon ng increase? Siyempre, based po siya sa aking personal experience, ano yung ginawa ko, paano magkaroon ng Maya Credit kung wala ka pang Maya Credit. Because if you do have Maya Credit, you will be thankful kasi much better po siya kaysa sa mga loan apps na pa 7 days. Hindi man masyadong mababa yung interest niya kasi yung interest na na-offer sa akin or service fee. Hindi po interest yung tawag niya dito, service fee. Yung sa akin is 7.49. Medyo mataas siya compared with other apps like BillEase and Revi Credit. Pero 7.49, hindi na ako magre-reklamo guys. Kasi yung iba nga, yung mga ola-ola nga, nasa 15% per month. Tapos may kinakaltas pa yung iba, diba? Wala po tayong pinopromote ng mga loan apps dito because you need to decide kung okay sila o hindi. I'm just here to present the things na na-observe ko guys. And based on my personal experience to. Game! Regarding Maya Credit guys, it's legit. It's regulated by Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas because Maya is a digital bank shop na nagpo-provide ng mga credit services like Maya Credit. Wala po akong personal loan, so back ka naman. So for now, si Maya Credit lang yung masishare ko sa inyo. So nagkaroon po ako ng increase guys from 11,000 to 14,500. And na-notice ko lang that the moment meron kayong na-receive na ganito from Maya, like tip or a reminder, do this and that para ma-increase. Magpa-pay bills kayo gamit Maya Credit, use Maya often. Do it, guys! Kasi sinabi kasi niya on your next cut-off, next billing cycle. And totoo nga, every time na nagpo-food panda ako, si Maya virtual card lang yung ginagamit ko. Tinignan ko kasi kung how true yung binigay ni Maya na heads up na like that. And indeed, after one billing cycle, nag-increase nga siya. Hindi nyo kailangan gamitin yung lahat na ino-offer ni Maya. Just use Maya very often. So, sa mga wala pang Maya Credit dyan, paano ba magkaroon ng Maya Credit? So, you need to have a Maya app. Siyempre, Maya, it's not just a wallet. Unlike GCash, Maya is a digital bank. And of course, bago ka magkaroon ng offer ng Maya Credit, kailangan po upgraded yung account mo. Kasi ang dali po magkaroon ng account but you need to have an upgraded account. But may savings ka po with Maya and that will require you to submit valid IDs like this one. So itong si Maya, unlike GCash na meron po siyang mga G-score na yan na hindi naman maintindihan guys. Ito si Maya Credit or si Maya, just make sure na maganda po yung credit history nyo. Or kung hindi man masyadong mataas yung credit score nyo, at least wala po kayong mga masyadong maraming negative record sa inyong credit history. Because Maya, being a legit platform, it is submitting and an accessing entity po sa CIC or Credit Information Corporation na siya naman ay nag-collect ng ating information as borrower. So nakikita ni Maya kung karapat-dapat ba tayong pautangin based doon sa database na yon. So ngayon lumaki na yung offer niya. But of course, depende pa rin yan kay system kung paano kung magkano yung ibibigay sa yung initial credit limit. So, kailangan mo siyang i-activate. Pero dahil upgraded na yung account mo, nung in-upgrade mo yung Maya mo, then hindi nag-submit ka na ng documents or ng mga ID, by the time na ready na si Maya mag-offer sa'yo ng credit, hindi mo na kailangan mag-submit ng documents. And you can pay up to 30 days. So, tulad din siya ni G-Credit na may pina-follow na billing cycle. Meron po siyang fixed na due date na kayo din yung pipili when you decide to activate na your Maya Credit. So, there are 3 easy steps. If dapat 21 to 65 years old ka para meron kang offer, you are a Filipino resident and you have an upgraded Maya account. Nasabi ko na yan kanina. Once na-click mo na yung apply now or yung mga prompts ni Maya, papakita niyo yung mga dating record mo na andon. Kailangan mo na lang yan i-confirm kung updated or may kailangan ka bang i-adjust or i-update or i-fix. Napili niya ako ng cut-off date. So, pag sinabit mo na yung cut-off date na yan, hindi mo na pwedeng palitan. So, dapat pag-isipan mo muna ng mabuti kung yun na ba yung date na gusto mo. Siyempre, kailangan mo rin i-consider kung when ka nagsisweldo, yung budget mo, sa pagpili ng cut-off date. Pakita niya kung magkano bang i-offer niya sa yung interest or service fee. In my case, yung offer niya 7.49. I just don't know kung may chance ba tong bumaba. But 7.49 is not bad. May iba na less than this. So, ayun guys, you can get up to 30,000 pesos with Maya Credit for as long as hindi ka pasaway, meaning nagpe-pay ka, always paying on time ka. Pagkatapos mo magbayad, guys, kaagad mo naman siyang pwedeng gamitin. Tuloy-tuloy yung paggamit, guys, kapag good payer ka. Malaki pa yung possibility na tumaas siya kung na ma-manage mo siya ng tama. Kaya guys, when it comes to mga loan apps, especially sa mga legit na mga institutions, it's really important. We only borrow what we can pay. And also take note guys na since legit po siya, Maya Credit or Maya is a reporting or a submitting entity dun sa CIC. Ako, when I check my credit report, nag-appear si Maya guys. So, dapat inaalagaan to yung loan app na to. Kasi kapag good payer ka, syempre, mapapaganda niya yung ating credit history. Meron po siyang sample computation dun sa website ni Maya, but of course guys, it still depends on this bank, digital bank, sa system niya, kung magkano ba yung i-approve sa'yo initially at kung ano yung service fee na ibibigay niya sa'yo. So, meron po siyang documentary stamp, but still, I don't have to explain that. It's still the cost of borrowing money. So, better siya compared to other loan apps na 15% yung charge. Ako, with the 7.49% na charge niya sa akin, I'm not gonna complain. And it's convenient because si Maya Credit, pwede mo kaagad pang bayad kasi usually pag nasa-scan ka ng QR, lumalabas na siya as a payment option. You don't have to transfer it to your wallet, online man or offline. Also, pwede mo rin siya i-transfer to your wallet kung gusto mo siyang ma-withdraw as cash because Maya has this card that works with many ATMs na rin. And by the way guys, si Maya, meron po siyang third-party collection agency or collection agency for short na kung sakali hindi ka makapagbayad kay Maya, pwede nyo nung i-endorse dahil yun yung hahabol sa inyo. And medyo makulit sila. Pero guys, hindi naman si Maya nang haharas. Okay naman kausapin yung mga collection agency na kapartner nila. But guys, it's really important na alagaan po si Maya kasi legit po si Maya. Iba sila. Iba sila compared with the loan apps na oo, ang dali ngang ma-approve. One ID lang, pero 15% naman pala yung mga nila every month. Tapos pa iba-iba pa yung credit limit na ino-offer sa atin. Kasi kahit na si Mabilis Cash, 'di ba? Bigla na lang nang re-reject. Bumababa yung credit limit kahit na si OLP. So, at saka yung naka 15% yung mga yun, yung mga lokong yun. So, kung meron kayong Maya Credit, it's time to forget those loan apps. Kung meron kayong Maya Credit, kalimutan niyo yung mga tulad ni One Hand. Pero of course, based na yun sa aking experience. So, I hope to see you on my next vlog. Subscribe if you haven't already. Bye!